Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
Heavy rain, strong winds, and a lot of lightning as storms move through Metro Detroit, bringing more power outages to the area. As we come to you tonight at the 11 o'clock hour, DTE reporting about 39,000 customers right now without power.
Yeah, Paul's been busy tonight. Are we in the clear now, Paul?
For the most part, yeah. You can see this line of storms that came through during the day. We'll play this for you one more time here. You can see how this line just kind of congealed, and there was really the biggest batch down to the south, and you can see that that has progressed through the area. There's one little storm just left in southern Monroe County here. That's going to move off into Lake Erie very shortly. So other than that, we are done for the night. Storm reports have been scattered around the area, but we've had some, and they were not trivial. In Howell, we had reports of $50 to walnut-size hail. That is big enough to actually ding a car, to actually cause damage to cars. And then down in Adrian, we had large trees downed, many of them near Chestnut Street and Addison Street. Over just a little east of there in Lambertville, we had numerous reports of trees and power lines down at Whiteford and Bedford areas. And then farther to the north here, we'll do one more stop for you in Mount Clemens. We had wires and trees down Shana Road and Clinton River Road there in Sterling Heights, actually. So we've had a lot of damage around, but fortunately, again, the weather's moving out for the bus stop. The kids tomorrow, very comfy tomorrow morning. 62 degrees, a lot of clouds, but dry, mostly sunny, and 76 in the afternoon. We'll have a forecast right through the upcoming weekend coming up for you in just a few minutes, guys.
Okay, Paul, unfortunately, no reports of major damage, but we are seeing some flooding out there, too.
Yeah, Tim Pamplin along I-94 with the areas drivers should be avoiding right now. Tim.
Well, we're just arriving on the scene here. This is 94 at the Lodge. We're in the westbound lanes of 94, near 75 there. This vehicle flipped over, is coming westbound on 94. The right-hand side, the left-hand lane there's water in there, I'm being told. The driver hydroplane, lost control, rolled over here. Now, a little further down the freeway, about 3 miles west at Lonyo, Michigan State Police arriving on the scene. There's only one lane passable, the shoulder lane here. The rest of the lanes are covered by water. I spoke to one of the work crews out here. He says the storm sewers, they're all open. They're not plugged up by anything. The water simply isn't going down because the pump isn't working, is what he told me. Again, several vehicles got stuck and stalled out here. Michigan State Police are taking care of them, 2 vehicles there. But this is just a snapshot of what conditions are like around town this evening. That's the scene along 94 with the night cam. Tim Pamplin, Local 4.
Okay, Tim. Tonight we have a better idea exactly what the FBI was looking for when it raided the offices and homes of Detroit City Council members Janae Ayers and Scott Benson.
Yeah, our Mara McDonald live downtown tonight. And Mara, we now know the laws the feds believe may have been violated here.
Devin, we're talking about bribery, extortion, and wire fraud. Let me show you. The search and seizure warrant was obtained through FOIA and filed by Robert Davis, who is no stranger to filing litigation. The documentation released paints a picture. Both Ayers and Benson are being investigated for the same reasons detailed here. Bribery concerning programs receiving federal funds, extortion or attempted extortion, mail and wire fraud, as well as conspiracy to commit these offenses. It then goes on to detail everything the FBI agents were entitled to, and the list is not small. What they took from each office is interesting as well. Here are the property receipts, numerous thumb drives, internet search printouts of business entities, multiple towing documents, specifically mentioning a Troy's towing envelope and shredded documents. Now, neither Ayers or Benson has been charged with any crime. Both are running for re-election, and Benson's attorney, Steve Fishman, seemed mightily unimpressed by the warrant documents released. His quote to me tonight, "The further you look, the less you see." Back here live, Ayers and Benson are the latest 2 to come under scrutiny. Andre Spivey, who is not running for re-election, is facing a bribery charge, and earlier this year, Gabe Leland pleaded guilty to misconduct in public office and has resigned from the council. We are live downtown tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Really interesting glimpse inside. All right, Mara.
The Taylor Police Department again in the spotlight tonight over an arrest by officers. This one happened in 2016 and involved an 18-year-old young man. The 5-year controversy brought out protesters to the department's headquarters. Jason Colthorpe is there tonight with the legal battle playing out.
We're talking about an arrest here, mind you, that never resulted in any investigation or charges against these officers. But the young man who was arrested would later be diagnosed as on the autism spectrum. And his mother feels there has not been justice in his case.
Justice for Chris!
A rally at the Taylor Police Department Tuesday demanding justice for Chris. Chris Saul, who Taylor police tried to pull over for speeding in 2016 when he was 18. Chris says he was confused by the officer's commands, which started with lights, then honking, then sirens, so he continued at a slow speed, as did the cars around him.
I was just kind of following traffic because I didn't know what's going on. My thought was, if all these people are going, I guess I can just keep going too.
Then another car bumps Chris at a stop, and then officers arrest him.
I didn't know what was going on, so I just kept going. I'm sorry.
All right, well, you messed up. Let's get up. Now you're going to jail.
Our entire lives have been changed.
The family fought the charges and chose not to accept a reduced charge of a simple traffic citation. Instead, they ended up with a bench trial, which Chris lost, and was convicted of felony fleeing and eluding.
Lots of cameras, guys. Watch it.
I have lost years that I'll never get back. We have spent over $60,000 to fight for what's right.
At this point, they just want Chris's record expunged, an effort in which they have an unlikely ally, the Taylor police chief. Chief John Blair has spoken to Christina Saul several times, including by email. In one response, he writes, he made a mistake but didn't deserve a felony conviction. I will say that in public and write a letter in support to whatever court is necessary.
We have been talked to from many different people that say how wrong it is and they want to help, but the system just doesn't cooperate.
Now, even if the Sauls do get the conviction expunged, she would still like the Attorney General to actually look at this case, specifically the arrest and how the officers treated her son. You can't tell from the clips we used in this story, but we have posted the full 43-minute arrest video with this story. Click on Detroit.com, and in there you can see some circumstances where the family takes issue in how he was treated. In Taylor, Jason Colthorpe, Local 4.
Spending the night in jail after violating his bond conditions for a third time.
As long as you vote, defendants remanded in custody of the sheriff until 17.
Jones was handcuffed and taken into custody. Prosecutors say he violated his bond by drinking alcohol on Labor Day and then tampering with his tether. And it's not the first strike either. He had already paid the court $1,000 for not paying the fee to keep the alcohol tether active.
This defendant's actions, from his conduct during the charged crimes through each of the 3 bond violations, show that he believes that as a person who writes our laws, that he is above our laws.
Jones is going to be in jail until at least Friday when he has a pretrial hearing scheduled for his drunk driving case.
The FDA Vaccine Advisory Panel meets Friday for a vote on booster shots. The panel will be reviewing available research about the vaccines and the impact of a 3rd dose. Some, including the World Health Organization, are against nations offering boosters, while so many around the world remain unvaccinated. The U.S. wants boosters available next week. Britain has announced it plans to offer a booster shot this winter to everyone over the age of 50. Crews tear down a Southwest Detroit building after the ground beneath it buckles.
Stash Detroit on Fort near Dearborn Street, now just a pile of rubble, had to be torn down because of the extensive damage to the structure. Residents say they smelled gas in the weeks before the roads swelled up, but the cause is still unknown.
So far, all indications is that, again, there was no gas explosion or major water breakage here that caused it.
We just want answers. It was our staff's safety at risk. Look at our beautiful building, you know.
The dispensary's owners, though, had insurance, and they do plan to rebuild.
Still ahead, 2 dogs are found wrapped in plastic and locked in a hot car.
Can you stop her from recording me? Oh my God, you just threw it.
Video showing what happened once the dog's owner showed up.
He owns several pizzerias in Macomb County, while a federal judge just sentenced him to nearly 3 years in prison.
But first, James Craig had to find a new location to kick off his campaign for governor after protesters disrupted his speech. Now he's pointing at fingers as who's to blame for what happened.